Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. This is another episode of course, AJ's House. I'm chilling today with a very special guest, man. And it's the first time I have an Afro Tech guest. It's been Deep House ever since, and I've been meaning to do Afro Tech, and finally someone honored the invite. And it's crazy because I'm starting it off with a bang. I don't know where I'm going to go from here, but I'm hoping for the best. I'm talking a 2-time Summer Award winner, multi-platinum selling artist. That time he's so much younger than me. It's crazy what he's accomplished, man. Give it up for Karyendasoul, man.
Yeah.
Bro, how you doing?
Great, bro.
Yes, man.
Good,
Dog,
good.
I'm so excited to see you, bro. Like, I bumped into you at gigs, nah? But we've never actually had like a conversation. And it's crazy that the first time we're going to have a conversation, it's right here where I get
camera, right?
to ask you everything I've ever wanted to ask. Dope, right?
I saw you during lockdown. Those gigs, yeah, man. It's been a minute.
Speaking about lockdown, how was lockdown for you?
It was amazing.
Yeah, a lot happened for you during lockdown.
Yeah, I think it was amazing, bro. Like, even the first one, of course, like there was loss of income, which was hectic.
It was terrible.
So there was a lot of life changes. But bro, it was a blessing for me. Like,
how many hits
did a lot of music.
I'm thinking the music that you must have produced. All of these songs that we know now, were some of them produced during lockdown?
Yeah. So most of them is the first lockdown, which was when? What's the year now?
It's 2022.
2021.
He's lost sense of time.
It was a long lockdown, yo. So the 2021 lockdown, I was in Jersey when I did most of the songs. Warrior's Prayer.
Warrior's Prayer was lockdown.
Hey,
bro.
Lockdown,
I think I sent you a video while it was playing once, right? I was like, hey, dog, and I was out that time. I'm like,
what is
this guy? Yeah, man.
And then the second lockdown, did a lot of music with vocals. That's when I did a lot of work with Zakes. And that time we just went down to Durban. We were just in the studio every day.
And look at what it's reaped, huh?
Bro.
It's crazy, bro. Speaking of Zakes, man, how is it working with him, man? I mean, he's a seasoned musician, you know. They probably have a story. I know you guys have had certain disagreements in the studio, but overall, how has it been?
So that's like me and Zakes, I think we get along so much, bro. Like, I've learned so much from him. Like I know what I want, but with him, like he understands me and I understand him. So it's so easy working with him, and also I think that's why we're able to do so much music. And
were you? I know you were on iMali, but were you also on Osama?
Oh yeah, I did some production contribution on Osama.
Nice. Bro.
Yeah.
Hey, what's your royalty check looking like now? Huh?
I don't know. Some bro,
hey, he's funny
mali,
Yeah, how about Tony next? From those songs? Yes.
No, I have, bro. I have.
Okay. You don't want to talk figures. You don't want to.
Yeah. Secret bank la.
Yeah, but I see the jewelry. I see the glasses. That check is looking nice. It's looking nice. Is that life-changing check?
Bro, I'm blessed. Yeah.
Now that's dope. That's dope, man. Speaking about blessed, bro, you also worked with one of my idols, and I mean, an idol for the nation, globally even. I mean, someone who's pushed the barriers to places unimagined for a lot of us. How has it been working with Black Coffee?
Bro, working with Coffee was, and the thing is, you know, when we did that song, he was in Spain. It was during his residency. So everything was on WhatsApp and email.
Yeah.
And you know, when this collaboration happened, I think I was at a very dark space in my life, career and all that. You know, I was pushing the sound for a while. I felt like, okay, this thing is not going anywhere. Like, hey.
I can imagine. Plus, I mean, Afro-Tech in South Africa.
And there's a lot of noise. Like, you know, you are trying so much to not listen to the noise.
What are your parents saying?
What are they saying?
That time, like, what were they saying to you?
I think they've always said like, no, they're very supportive. But yo, go to school. You know, no, you can do, but back up. You know.
Yeah.
So there's that pressure, but I'm like, nah. I just want to focus on this.
Yeah.
Focus on this. So it was early 2018. Yeah. The first quarter, if not the second. No, it was the second quarter.
2018, was that Waka? Or Waka was
It was
2019?
Waka. It was the same year. It was the same year. So Waka is a very dark song. People keep saying, yo, that song is very dark. And I'm like, oh, I don't even remember when I made that song. Waka. But any other way, I did, I first got in touch with Zao. He was also based in LA, so everything was on email. So he sent this vocal, started working on it, kept changing it. There's no song that I changed more than that one.
Really?
Kept changing it.
Hey, but bro, I can hear because it's so clean.
We wanted to license the song. Send the song. A week went by. Boom. Email came through. Yo, Black Coffee wants to chat. Send your numbers. Hey, okay.
And you guys have never spoken before that?
Never spoken. Also, I was just trying to send him music,
Yeah.
so I didn't even have his email to send him tracks.
So who sent you this email?
Swiss, that manages my music, sent an email that got through to Amaru. I was working with Amaru at that time. Like, yeah, so he called.
Yeah.
Like, yo, this song, I heard this song. I'm working on a project. I'm interested to collaborate. Like, hey, okay.
Yes.
Yes.
This is not happening. I'm sure you're thinking to yourself that this can't be happening. Yeah.
Yeah. I'm like, hey, is this email the one, bro?
Yeah.
Are we not being scammed? Yeah.
I can
So
imagine,
the first call actually was a video call. The first call.
with him.
Yeah.
I'm sure you were. I hope you were prepared because, like, I'm imagining what space were you in when he video called you?
So here's the thing. I was not in the video.
How?
So he video called. Swiss answered the call, but I was
Okay.
in the room.
Yeah.
I don't know why we did that.
So Black Coffee calls you, video calls you. You've never interacted with him.
So
before.
I'm with Swiss. So I'm with Swiss at that time. you know.
Yeah. And then Swiss answers the phone.
Answers the phone.
Were you too afraid to answer the phone?
Maybe.
Okay.
I don't know. A lot was happening in my head.
Okay.
But then the call happens. Like, yo, I want to collaborate.
Yeah.
And then we shared the stems. Kept sending back. This is the update. And then the following call was, yo, I'm flying to SA. I want us to shoot the video. And then now this is how I met him. I met him for the first time during the video shoot.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
That's dope also, hey? That's dope. I heard he moves like that because Sanel was also talking. Sanel musician mentioned that when they produced You Need Me.
Yeah.
Needed Me or Need Me, I forgot.
Yeah, You Need Me, yeah.
He said that whole thing was produced and they had never had any contact together.
Yeah.
Like the whole song was done, released, and they'd never they've never seen each other, and they never spent any time in studio together. So that's crazy.
Working with someone on tour, man. But it was another blessing for my career. You know, it opened a lot of doors. You know, something I'm very grateful for. You know, to work with a legend as himself, and then a couple of years later, I met another legend,
and this is where we are.
And then now, we're creating a lot of magic. You know, I have a lot of stories to tell about me and Zakes.
Serious?
Yeah.
Yeah, you guys seem like you get along very well.
Yeah,
Very,
we
very well.
do, man. I met Zakes also just before lockdown. But the
Mm.
thing is with him, before we went into studio, where we did a lot of just chilling.
Serious.
Went to his gigs. He'd come to mine, did a show. He'd come. I did a show in Bram. He came, he supported, he played for free.
Mm.
You know, and then after some time, and then we started working.
So what was he doing that time he was coming with you to all these gigs? Was he like listening to where the sound is? Because I know he took, he chilled for some time without releasing music for quite some time. And then came back into the Afro scene, started DJing with the mic. And then, so were you guys building the sound then?
No. So I met Zakes when he was already, when he had already launched.
The
new.
The new Zakes that we know now,
Yeah. So he was playing my music already, and so my friends who work in his office are the ones that got us in touch. So I started spending a lot of time because I was with them.
Your friends seem to be making a lot of moves for you, eh? They seem to be...
man.
Your team is proper, huh?
Shout out to the Chance.
Yeah, man. They're holding you down. But I mean, we're also putting in the work, dog. I mean, it's crazy how much work you are putting in. But now, your brand is so renowned internationally, no? Well, I also believe locally too. But are you fine with the balance of things? How you are right now? How do you feel about your brand right now? How it's represented internationally and locally?
The balance now is perfect. It's how I always wanted it to be. There was a time where I did a lot of gigs outside.
Yeah.
And no gigs here at home.
Yeah, I can imagine.
I was doing a lot of gigs in Botswana, did Swaziland. I have interesting stories. Yo, let me tell the story. Yeah, my first big gig, festival gig, was in Swaziland. You know, it was during that. It was 2018. During that time, I made work.
That was a crazy year for you, huh?
Crazy year. But a lot of fucked up stuff was happening in my career. So we get this inquiry to perform at Bushfire Festival. Big, hugest festival.
Your first time in Swaziland was Bushfire?
Bushfire, bro. Dope. First time in Swaziland.
That's like the biggest event, okay?
But now, get this inquiry. It's a take it or leave it deal.
COVID rates.
It was, beyond COVID rates, man. Bro, so I don't regret taking it. It was a great experience. But how I made it to that gig, I went to not a Nord,
Brie.
Not a Brie, man. There's this other one where
Wanderers. Oh,
so
the long distance.
I'm going to Swaziland, going to Bushfire, go to Wanderers, pack my bags, give a takes.
This is 4 hours.
Give it takes. Figure Swaziland.
Go to the pay move a 4-4
bro, chili. I'm not even thinking about this. You know,
you there?
I'm like, bro, I'm just going to a festival. Get there at the rank. Gibeleni takes. Now I'm in Swaziland. Gibeleni takes. I'm like a local. It's like me as I'm as. I was a bit scared because I'm like, yo, Igupi takes where Bushfire is. It's like an hour away from the capital town. Kibeli takes get to Bushfire around 5. It was like I'm Pume taxi in the boom VIP. VVIP.
Did you do that thing? I wish the gate in. Why is that good from the gate? Which man born good see?
What's in the taxi?
Yeah.
Nah. I
didn't care about. How old were you?
I was 18.
Oh, that stuff doesn't really.
I was like 17. I was 17. So no, man. What am I saying? No. I was 20. Yeah. Because that June that year, 10/21.
Yeah.
2018. I was 20. Yeah. I think also just I wasn't processing everything, so I didn't really care.
Yeah,
For me,
yeah,
it was like,
yeah.
yo, bro, I'm playing a festival,
Mm.
and I got them. I was playing. I think I was not a. I was second to closing. Yeah, killed it.
Dope. Mm.
Killed it. And you know, I think those experiences also have grown me and made me the person I am.
Mm. Mm.
Because that was not the only taxi I took. And then
In your career,
a couple of
yeah.
months later, I took a bus to Botswana.
Yes, sis. Mm. Passport and everything.
Hey, passport, took a bus. Did a couple of shows by bus.
Mm.
So before all this flying I'm doing now, it was public transport
You've come a long way,
to
eh?
gigs, you know.
Literally and figuratively.
bro,
Yeah.
bro. And
That's dope, man. That's dope.
so that time the sound was not really a thing.
Mm. Mm.
But fortunately, like it was pushing outside,
Mm.
especially in Europe.
Yeah.
So my brand has always been very active outside,
Mm. Mm.
but I was not happy with the balance because half of the time, not even half, 95% of the time I'm in SA.
Mm. I heard about that. I was told that it's dope and everything to travel outside of South Africa and do these crazy gigs at the craziest. But there's
Yeah.
something about being home and being somehow relevant at home.
Yeah, man, because like 50%, 60% of the time you're home. What are you doing here? You know, I'm not a tourist. I can't be a tourist at home.
Yeah, yeah.
So that's why then now, like, the EP I released, Imizamo,
Mm.
was more focused on trying to break the brand here at home.
Ah, I see.
Create songs that will be relatable. Create songs that will play on radio. Create songs that we can shoot videos for.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, is that why it's so vocal?
That's why. Yeah, it was very intentional.
So, okay.
Yeah.
So you're trying to commercialize a lot more.
Commercialize myself, also because as I'm growing, also the sound is, you know, I'm not known, the sound is not known. Also commercialize the sound at the same time, you know, because the sound needs to be active in spaces that it's not in, which is happening now, you know. And switch on the radio now, you can hear an Afro-tech song.
True.
And,
Big up, dog. That's dope.
Yeah.
Like, that's actually probably pushing this. I mean, and it's such a strong EP. I mean, iMali's on there, right?
Yeah.
And then there's, I think Amagama is also on there. Such a dope song. Control is there.
Control
And what am I leaving out?
Imizamo.
Imizamo itself,
Yeah.
which seems to be another favorite outside of what's this? iMali.
Yeah.
What other song is doing better than iMali on that? What's the next best song on the Imizamo?
The next best song is on the new project. I think iMali is just too big because it's so huge that it overpowered the other songs.
I can
But
imagine.
the balance with that project is that all songs are different. All songs cater for different vibes. You know, iMali was not the first song we did in the project.
Yeah.
The first song I did was Amagama with Malina Ora. We did that song in just before COVID.
Bro, sorry, can I disturb you? Talking about Malin Ora. I mean, it's dog. You guys have been doing some crazy projects together.
Yeah.
Huh? There's that Mama song.
Yeah.
When that song dropped, I was at my grandmother's funeral, and ever since that day, I've attached my grandmother as Umama to that song. Man. So every time I listen to Imama, I almost get teary. I've cried twice to that song, and about like 3 times it almost gets me there. So it's big shout out to that dog. Like shout out
to her.
That song for the rest of
shout out to her, bro. She's a very dope songwriter.
She is, man. She's brilliant. Big
She's
shout out
amazing,
to her,
man.
dog.
She's amazing.
How long has she been in this? Because I've only just discovered her this year.
She was doing a different sound, so she's new in the dance space. She's new in the dance.
She
space.
started with the best, huh?
She started with the best and she's killing it.
Of course, man. That's dope. And then were you still talking about Imizam?
Oh,
Or you lost it now, ne?
yeah.
All right.
Yeah,
You were
that's
talking
it.
about there's an upcoming project.
Oh, yeah,
there's
yeah,
the
yeah,
best,
yeah.
You said there's the best song on the next project.
Songs,
What project
yeah.
is that?
I'm working on an album. I'm working on an
album?
album. Yeah, man. I've always wanted to work on an album.
This is your first album, ne?
It's my first album. The EP was supposed to be an album, but I just
Bro,
couldn't.
It would have made a brilliant album.
Yeah, but I just it was not the timing wasn't right.
Timing wasn't right.
So the EP was just perfect. It was a introduction to this next project. I've been working on it this year. Wanted to drop this year, but yeah, I've been doing a lot of traveling, and unfortunately, there isn't enough time. So
No, but that just makes me appreciate you more for being here, bro. Like I
Yeah,
can imagine
man.
how much
Yeah,
you must
man.
balance, huh? Do you have a what's this, an album title yet?
no, yeah, I do.
Hey, I'm an NDA. I'm an NDA.
No, I do, bro. But I don't want to say much. I don't want to launch the album while it's not even complete. But I've pushed back the album to next year.
Oh, to next year.
But I'm still working on it.
So can we get an idea of who's there? I'm sure Zakes is there.
So on this album, the aim was to work with also people that inspire me outside the friends and family.
Yeah.
And everyone I've worked with. I don't know, we haven't done a song Zakes yet. We've just been doing songs, but not a song together again.
Yeah. Nah, bro, that's
But yeah, there's a couple of amazing artists. I won't say. I'm fully pressure. Hey.
You know, talking about pressure, like Mfethu, you've come such a long way in a relatively short space of time. I mean, not downplaying how much work you've put in and, you know, how far you've come. Wanderers, you know?
Hey.
But, like, how much pressure do you feel where you are right now to remain as consistent as you've been?
Well, my journey, did a lot,
that
like
long?
taught me a lot.
Yeah.
Also, when I did my collaboration with Black Coffee, that's when I thought like, I go new and you know, like things did happen, but you know, it was still chilled. So the growth has always been it's as much as it's a short time, but it's one achievement at a time. So like that has taught me to just not to put pressure on myself.
Yeah.
Just take things as they come.
Yeah.
So there is pressure. There isn't pressure, but there is pressure from people. But I can't take pressure from people. You know.
I've got you.
You know, I have to push what I push, man. You know, I can't be taking pressure. I take lessons, but you know, I can't take pressure. If people went there, you know, I understand where I'm coming from. I understand where I'm going. So yeah, I just need to stay focused, you know.
Yeah.
Because it will get to you.
I can imagine, bro, with what you've been through. I mean, so much moving at the same time, you know, and you still, I mean, you've got you right now at that height, you know, and I mean, you just want to climb from there. So I can just imagine the prospects of what you want to achieve. So like, what are your goals? Like, what do you want to achieve? Like, where do we see Karyendasoul in the next couple of years?
I think the first thing is Kayenda right now is in the future. Like, a lot of things I wanted to achieve in 5 years' time are happening now. You know,
So just steps ahead of your normal plan.
I am, bro. A lot of things are happening now, and I'm living in the future, and I think from here is just to take it all the way to the top. You know,
No, big shout out, yeah, because I mean,
maintain it.
Yeah. I mean, also, I mean, one thing about you is that with everything that's happened, your head hasn't grown big. You know, you haven't. I don't think it's gotten to you the way it gets to a lot of people.
Yeah, no. It has. Yazama.
Yazama ne. Kwenzakalani?
Eh? No, like I said earlier on, like, you know, there's noise, people talk. That's
And
where
it can get to you, yeah.
yeah, you know,
It's always the
that's where
people.
the pressure comes. You know, I did a song, we haven't released. I owe people that song with Lazarus, man. You know, he wrote some beautiful lyrics, man. I was
he's
working
dope,
on an
yeah.
album then. Yeah, I never. I've always worked on an album.
So he's been waiting.
So he says on the song, "Don't let the pressure get to you." How does it go? Okay, I'm just gonna remix it.
Yeah.
Don't let the pressure get to you. Do what you need to do and proceed to succeed.
Of course. Stick to your plan.
Stick to your plan.
I love that.
And yeah.
Yeah. All right, that's dope. So when you are in studio, no, and you are producing, there's something I like to call hit rate, right? And it's different for everyone. I always feel like a person might have to, and you can correct me if I'm wrong. I always felt like Upoki might want to produce.
Okay.
Yeah, big shout out to Poki out here in studio.
That's my boy.
Yeah.
I went to Botswana with him. So yeah,
Serious. Oh, back
yeah, the third time. He passed.
Yeah, I mean, you guys come a long way. I think that's dope. So you also have someone to also keep you at bay, you know, as soon as things get out of hand sometimes. I think that's dope. That's dope.
Yeah.
All right. So I was still asking, like, when you are in studio, how many songs do you produce before you come out with something you know we're gonna vibe to?
Everything I produce, you gonna vibe to. So I don't. So the intention when I'm in studio is not to make a hit or create. The intention is just to create music.
Create music, yeah.
Yeah.
So then, okay. So you feel like it's something that's in you. You're just telling your story. And
yeah, I'm in studio,
just
bro,
vibing to
every
it.
day.
Yeah.
Like, it's only been this year where like I've spent less time in studio. But like for me, I don't even play TV games. Like I eat, breathe, studio.
I see.
Some people even hate it. I don't even have time for. It's because it just keeps me alive, man. I'm creating, and I think because of that, I'm able to create like 10 songs, and then from that 10, I know this works for clubs. Okay, this can work for this, you know.
Oh, okay. So what's your studio creative process like? Is there something that inspires you to start? Where do you get your ideas? You know, how does a song come about for you?
I don't think I really do have a process. I'm more of like I'm a zoner, man. I can sit here and zone out and create a song. So what I mean by that, what I do, and it's not intentional, it just happens. I'll just sit and I'll be like, I just want to make a club song. And then I'll take myself to the club. So as I'm creating that song,
Playing that bass line.
I'm seeing people. So that's how I create the drop. So I go, oh man. I know when that part hits, that's when, like, that's a big stadium song. Like, when that part, when you reach that part, that's when all the lights, like, go off. Like, oh, because the music, only when the bass hits, the light, like,
then comes back on,
So when it drops, and then you go,
so like, I'm there already.
I've imagined that thing
Visualize
already.
it,
So
So
when
you're
it
a visionary
happens,
of sorts,
when it happens, I'm like, that is how it's supposed to be. So also that thing, it inspires me, seeing other people playing my music and in venues that I haven't gone to in countries, and I'm like, okay, this is the vision. Okay, in due time I'll go there, but I'm able to see the vision come to life. Yeah, that's the process.
Who would you like to work with that you haven't worked with yet?
You know, I was thinking the other day, I'm like, bro, shit, man. You know, I've worked with a lot of my of my superheroes. I'm like,
Serious.
without even planning, you know, one of the guys that inspired my production was Cuba. I've worked with Cuba a lot, but we never released. Never released anything. But I've learned a lot. Like, I do a lot of mixing. He called me the other day, but I do a lot of mixing of my own production. I learned from him. Uculo is one of Uculo. I've been working with him.
Would be nice.
I've spent time with him. Great person, you know. Yeah, I really like to work with Uculo. I am a huge fan of Umsaki.
Hey.
That's a studio. But yeah, we planning.
You closer, right?
Yeah.
Oh, that's dope. Yeah.
I was with her the other day.
I'm not ready for that song.
Yeah.
Nah, I'm not ready for that song.
So that's one of the people I would like to work with. But also, I've always had a dream to just do what I'm doing now, but make it like pop. So do an Afro-tech song, but it's happening now. There's people doing it, which is great.
Like who?
Like
Who's doing
Beyonce. Do a song with Beyonce.
Yes.
Like,
So
what's happening with Drake?
What Black Coffee did with Drive?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. That vibe.
Okay.
But like, do like a heavy Afro-tech. Like this is Afro-tech. But like put a Beyonce. So now it's on radio in South Africa. It's on billboards. It's still Afro-tech. I see Afro-tech going there. Cause
True.
bro, I've played Kenya. I just came from Indonesia, in Bali.
Yeah.
Never thought I would go there. Europe. I'm going to India. So there's a lot of, you know,
Versatile sounds.
Yeah. So this sound goes everywhere. It's beyond. So yeah, man. I see myself working with those people as well.
Nah, man, I think you guys would make like some dope production together. Do you smoke weed?
No, I don't.
Someone told me that's the secret to your production. They say your dealer is amazing.
But I hate weed, bro.
You hate weed?
Yeah.
Kids don't do drugs.
Don't do drugs. Weed is a drug.
So with all of these CBD things that are being legalized and all of that, you don't dabble into any of that?
What is CBD? You in like?
Oh, yes.
It's weed.
Very political, you.
Is it weed? Weed stuff?
Yeah, I'm one of my edibles that you find in shops and all of that.
No, bro, I've never smoked weed. I'm scared to smoke weed.
Serious? That's why I fuck mazaz.
No, phela ngithi ushilo mos man.
Hey, okay. It's good this one.
It's the combo. Nah, bro, I don't. I just zone out. So I think because I'm able to zone out and just tap into this world that's not visible to the eye. If I was to smoke weed or do drugs for music, I might just become lazy. So yeah,
Do you feel like you're a bit more sensitive or to the things around you, to the elements around you, and that's how you can, create the sounds that you create?
Yeah.
Because I've always felt like people that produce like you do just pay too much attention to certain things that Tina Singer's big.
I am a sensitive soul. Yeah.
Okay, but at least it's working for you. You know how to use it.
Yeah, man,
Making money out of it.
It is working.
That's dope, bro. All right, cool. So, hey, bro, we've been talking, so I'm just gonna wrap it up quickly now.
Angixoshi,
dog, zobuya. So, dog, these are like my top 3 songs.
Yeah.
Ezako. And the funny thing is, they are not. Obviously, you know, producers might listen to songs differently and vibe to certain different songs. Not taking away anything from the hits that you have made, But like Mama, obviously, for obvious reasons, I told you what I've attached it to. Your Love. Hey.
Which one is your? Oh, tum.
Hey, bro.
Love,
Dog. That's an amazing song for me. And I think it was The Journey.
Oh, The Journey.
The Journey was another dope
Journey.
song.
I did The Journey in 2018. And the story with The Journey, I was merging Chrome and Afrotech. That's why it is Chrome. But I never got to release it. Chrome was still like pumping then.
Yeah.
And I only released it in 2020, and it worked.
Did it come out in 2020?
Yeah, it's such an old song. I did it in 2018.
Nah, bro, then that song was leaked, obviously.
Yeah, it was leaked.
Yeah, because we were vibing to it.
Yeah, no, it has been.
pre-COVID.
It has been. It has been leaked.
No?
No, it was released.
Or was it a DJ thing where you
2019.
give the DJs exclusively to do their thing with it and see where it goes? No, man, it was released before COVID with the white sleeve, right?
2019, yeah, I can't keep up. These years are...
Nah, bro, if I had as many hits as you, trust me, I wouldn't keep up.
No, it's lockdown, bro. You just...
All right, cool. So I was asking, what are your like top 3 songs that you've made that are personal to you?
Okay. Oh, it's so hard, bro. All the songs are just so like personal. Waka. There's something about that song. And iMali is what we're doing. The idea I had there was to. I was not going like Afrotech. I was merging Afrotech and EDM. You know, a song with a like a simple song with a break.
Yeah.
And
Or
then
the
a
structure,
drop.
yeah. That
Yeah,
okay, I
yeah.
see it. I see
So
it. I see it.
It's a very special song.
So you gave me Waka, you gave me iMali. I was expecting it to be something that's like that I don't know of, you know. I'm expecting you to like when I leave here, I'm gonna listen in my car and be like,
I'm trying to think, bro. Hey,
Yeah.
what I was listening to. I listen. Hey, ngiyazithanda King.
Of course.
Digital analog.
Dope EP2, and the song was dope. Yeah. All right, so that's also one of your.
Yeah, that song is that EP. It was during lockdown. I was just fascinated about analog. So I was watching a lot of videos of producers playing live with analog and producing. So yeah.
Yeah. All right. No, that's dope.
What else?
Now those you gave me 3. I've got you.
Oh, you said
I've got
3?
you 3. Yeah.
Oh,
when
shit.
you were so good, much.
Need to take 5.
All right, this is tough for some people, but I just do it just to see where your head is
Yeah,
at, right?
yeah.
So if you were to create your last song and you were to choose one vocalist, would it be Nana or Melin Ora? I'm not be political. You're very political. Your answers. What's coaching for my interview?
What? No, man. I'm a thinker. I think a lot.
Don't overthink it.
I think Umalina. There's something like there's just something. Every song we do is different, and I've done a lot of songs there than anyone else.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then, okay, I was gonna ask the last one, Huti Mali or Osama, but then the way you
iMali.
said Huti Mali, that one became a bit obvious for me. All right, but nonetheless, dog, there are 2 dope songs that did 2 miraculous things, not just for you and the people on the songs, but for the whole genre altogether, you know. And I think that's what makes you such a big deal in my life. That Guti, you were able, not even just for me, dog, for the entire genre, bro. You know, like. That song is like a unicorn that you guys made.
Yeah.
It's like in the landscape of South African music, what's going on? Those are the songs that manage to really break through the noise and become something and say, this is the voices of Afrotech and this is what's going on, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah, man. Any last words before we wrap up?
Don't let the pressure get to you.
Don't let the pressure get to you, folks.
But
Don't
yeah,
let the
man.
pressure get to you.
Feeling very grateful. It's been an amazing year. You know, I'm always doing shows. And you know, shout out to everyone that is supporting me.
Yeah.
Shout out to the fam, friends. Same thing there. You know, there's more things, more good things still coming, bro. I've been doing a lot of studio sessions. yeah, album is coming. I don't have a date, but soon there's something coming soon.
Hey, listen, man, you
Yeah.
heard it here first. There's an album coming through. I'm excited to hear it, even though he's not going to tell us who's on the album, but that's part of the surprise.
Surprise, surprise.
Part of the surprise.
Yeah.
Big shout out to you, bro.
Shout out,
I'm
bro.
sorry. I hope I didn't put you under too much pressure with some of these questions.
No, it was chill, man.
Yeah?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Didn't feel like a Q&A. I hate Q&As.
Uthi ngakubuza ngomjola, ngibuzanga ngomjola.
My mom is gonna be watching this.
Ah.
Gogo. And then bazothi bonga soyajola ungibuze nangensango. No. Mina umntana omncane mina.
Nah, big shout out, bro. Big shout out. Also, you're not one of those people that made it, got money, and then just started acting like, no, I'm a man now. Usahloniphe ekhaya.
Yeah, no, always, man. Surely abantu abadala,
Of course.
I'll never be dala ngaba indoda. Ngayintabeni, dala ngento.
Yeah.
But, budoda doesn't mean like now I'm man enough not to respect to mama, to baba,
Yeah. All right. Now, big shout out. Karyendasoul in the house. Do follow him at Karyendasoul on Twitter, Instagram, everywhere else. You type Karyendasoul, there's no other Karyendasoul you're going to find in the world. It's him, the one and only. But he's not leaving us. He's still going to be around. We're getting a 30-minute mix of some fresh stuff, some of his tunes, some of your favorites, and hopefully some of the upcoming singles in the album. Stay tuned.